Sunkenland. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Get ready for a Waterworld themed survival game with modular base building, sunken city scavenging, crafting, base defense, and invasion of NPC clans for resources and territory. Ready for the water apocalypse? Yes guys, this is Sunkenland, and a lot of people are comparing this to Valheim. Me, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Now, I've played this in single player, but I've mainly played it in co-op. It's co-op up to, I think 10 people can play this. And it looks really nice, the water side of things. Just being on the water looks nice. Being underwater looks really, really nice. But generally speaking, I'm more than happy with the visuals in this game. It's a survival game, so that's a lot of people just instantly switched off. It's a survival game with a bit of a twist. You get attacked, you get raided, which isn't the case in a lot of survival games. So basically you start off on an island, just a little island, and you've got to scavenge shit. You've got to look underwater. There's a whole... It's Waterworld. The whole world is flooded. Someone left the tap on, and it's just crazy amounts of water everywhere. This whole city's underwater. Lots of things to dive down to. For some of them, though, you're going to need some air tanks and things to get to the real murky depths and to be able to stay there long enough to scavenge. But there's a lot of loot to be had, and there's a ton of crafting to be done in this game. You set up a base as soon as you possibly can, and then you start crafting the workbenches, researching different blueprints to get better gear, better crafting tables, better food. You start hunting things down, and then eventually when you feel that you've got a decent bit of kit on, a little bit of armor, some rudimentary weapons, you might want to go and attack a clan. The clans are on different islands and different structures, that's some of them that they've built around the map, and you get in a little boat that you build, and off you go. There's great loot to be had at the enemy bases. There's weapon chests and things. And the way it works is you get broken parts of guns and with other weapon parts that you can get and maybe some different types of metal alloys. You can create different weapons, shotguns, pistols, SMGs, rifles, all of that jazz. You get better armor as well as you go on and much, much better food and medicine. Now it all sounds good and it is quite good. I've had a blast playing this. In co-op, it's a bit too grindy in single player, but in co-op, just even with two of us, it was really good fun. We had shit gear. We had shit gear, and we attacked this base, and we had some really good gunfights on the base. The gunplay is not too bad. It's not great, but I've seen way worse. Put it that way. The gunplay, it kind of services the game in early access. It does need it needs better sounds. Definitely needs better sounds. The sound is just a bit shit when you're firing your gun. Some of the incoming sounds decent. The shotgun's quite meaty, but generally speaking, the gun sounds aren't the best. But we attacked this base and we were having a blast. We got killed a few times, respawned, had to run back to get our gear. But eventually, over a long kind of slogged out battle, we'd only cleared half the base. Night was setting in. My gear was all screwed. I was badly wounded. I was actually bleeding. Cass was in a mess as well. So we had to make a tactical retreat to get our boat, take what we had, and just get the hell out of there. Got back to our base, patched ourselves up, had a good bit of food, went to bed, and then we got raided. These guys in the water just looked so bad. They just came out of the water. It's not like there's a boat comes with guys in, which it should be. There's just NPCs appeared outside the base in the water, and it's like, what the hell, mate? Have you just swam here or something? It was just a bit shite. It definitely should be boats coming, like in Waterworld. I'm presuming that's what's going to happen eventually, but at the minute, it's just laughable. It's not laughable when they're smacking the shit out of your base and hitting you with a nail-filled mace in the face. That's not funny. But yeah, you gotta fight for your base, and the hitboxes are terrible as well. It looks like you're kind of firing around a corner, but you're still hitting the actual corner of a building. You can't fire through holes in the building; it just hits the building. The hitboxes are hideous in this game. It needs a lot of attention to just get it so you can fire out the little nooks and crannies. It would be so much better if you could do that. I mean, you're in the building; you should have the advantage. You're attacking the building; you should be able to fire out of little fiery holes, and you just can't. You're just shooting your building if you do that. But after that raid, we went back, finished the island off, and we started looting it, and it was satisfying. We felt like we'd been on an adventure. Not a great immersive adventure, but it's certainly an adventure. The biggest immersion in this game is when you go underwater. It's gorgeous. It looks really good, and when you're diving right down deep, and scavenging around and finding stuff. It's satisfying. It's very, very satisfying. Got to watch out for sharks though, because they will eat your face. Now the game is fun. It's definitely fun in co-op. You can password your server as well. So yeah, you're going to have fun in this, no doubt about it. Now the big problem with this game is it's £16. And I'm going to tell you now, in my opinion, it is not worth £16. There's no way. Because what does that put it into direct comparison with? Well, 7 Days to Die, Valheim, Rust, all of that. And you know what? This isn't as good as any of them. It just isn't, unfortunately. Valheim blows this to Kingdom Come in every department completely. Immersion, crafting, the exploration, visuals, everything. I mean, the crafting in Sunkenland is so bad. You go around getting all your materials, you feel like you're just trading them for a brand new item because you don't see any crafting. You get all the materials together, say, right, I want to build that gun. You press a button, there's the gun. There's none of this, get your hammer out and bang, bang, bosh, bosh, making it. None of that happens. So it just kills immersion. Totally kills immersion. There's very little that you actually see apart from the cooking actually happening. I mean, it's just, it lacks that immersion, this game, considering how much money the developer's asking. I mean, I think it's just ludicrous to ask £16 for this game. Now, I'm still going to thumb the game up because the game is good. But, like I say, the caveat is I think it's just a bit overpriced. If you've got the money, though, and you're looking for a good survival game in co-op, then Sunkenland is definitely worth a punt. It has huge potential. It's really decent fun, good to play with your friends. So yeah, I'm going to thumb it up. Just a shame it's a bit pricey.